Welcome back to our little channel. My name is Menti, and today we are going to be showing you another tier 10 tank that now leads to a tier 11. And by we, I actually mean Thibi, because I don't even own the BZ-75. What do I think about the BZ-75, you ask? I think it just pays too much for the heavy boosters, for the rocket boosters, being a heavy tank. The three cupolas are absolutely massive. The lower plate is kind of too big. This pike armor at the top is also not great because above it, it's not quite impenetrable, and it will also ricochet AP and APCR round right into the turret. The gun is very big, but it's also very inaccurate, and the DPM is not quite there. But still, with the rocket boosters, it actually might be a very good tank in Thibi's hands, because Thibi is the kind of player that uses unconventional and unexpected tactics, which sometimes brings great results, and it also lowers Thibi's survival rate quite a lot. Talking about survival rate, that Borkenkäfer didn't quite notice Thibi on his right, so he paid for it with his tank, and that's that tier 11 light tank getting dealt with. 16 seconds of reload later, and Thibi is going to be fishing for another tank. The BR not being the easiest shot at the best of times. That was like a shot maybe for like a K91 or maybe a Leopard. And even with those tanks, you have a 50-50 chance to hit that mad excuse for a car. Let's see if there are other targets to get. Thibi gets spotted, but it should be okay. Let's wait for the bad chat. Sadly, that's another miss. Maybe that was fired a bit too early, but oh well. Let's reload again and hope for better luck next time. Mr. Bad Chat just escapes, but the 1-2-1 gets hit for 700, and when this gun hits, it hurts, right? I mean, a 152mm gun should hurt, and 650 alpha is nothing to be mad about. So let's see if there are any other tanks. Meanwhile, behind Thibi, the enemy team is actually crossing, so Thibi is going to turn around and see if he can get shots into the can opener or the breaker, maybe the T803. Possibly the T803, right? So trying for an engine shot, possibly. 2 criticals, so maybe he did damage the engine or the fuel tanks. Who knows? We will never know. The T803 also enters the garage at this point. And as you can see, Thibi has missed quite a few shots at the beginning, but he's still at 2000 damage already, because this big alpha gun just stacks damage. Let's see if the breaker or can opener want to cross. I don't think they will, so this might be an opportunity to turn around and also take a peek back at the medium flank. And Thibi thinks the same. So let's see, let's fish around. Oh no, Thibi. Yeah, behind you, can opener. Let's give him a quick one. Good, a tracking shot. Now let's reload before he repairs his track. Yeah, 16-second reload, that's never gonna happen. It's never gonna be in time. This reload is just way too long for 650 alpha, in my opinion. The can opener almost being in shot, but not quite. But let's see if there are going to be some other opportunities while the E5 is trying to furiously survive. Badger eats one into the side and gets set on fire. Very nice. A bit of extra damage, and an automatic fire extinguisher used up as well. So there's quite a lot of enemies. They are still occupied by the friendlies on Thibi's team, but that's not going to last a very long time. Mr. Mouse had full hit points until Thibi got him in the side, and he still has almost 2400 hit points, because that thing is just gigantic. Now, with Thibi's teammates, he now has the full attention of the enemy's heavy flank, and luckily this can opener didn't quite penetrate either of the shots he just fired, so that's nice. But the can opener is also very tricky to deal with, because that cupola is just too damn small. And this Chinese gun is just too damn derpy. So let's see, Mr. Mouse makes an appearance. Let's see if he stays long enough. Thibi does have the support of his mediums from behind. He's going to try for the cupola one more time. And another miss, but I'm sure that if you try long enough, you will get rewarded with a good RNG roll, right? And I mean, Thibi doesn't have too many options right now. He just has to hold, make sure to spot the enemy tanks for his mediums. And I think there's only one tank actually sniping from Thibi from the back. And it's a UDES, which isn't a good sniper to begin with. Still, a UDES can get lucky. Okay, Mr. Badger also turned back into the base of the enemy team. So this should be a good opportunity to try to get rid of the cannon opener. Thibi baiting shots and the armor of the BZ-75 actually working out quite well. Thibi is waiting for a perfect shot, and with that he crosses 5,000 damage done. And this game now looks a whole lot better. The Badger also falls, and we still have some rockets left because the tier 10 gets 6 rocket boosters, if I remember correctly. Somebody will probably correct me down in the comments. There is still a very healthy mouse to be taken care of, so let's get hunting, let's get shooting. The issue is 319 millimeters of heat span on the BZ-75 can be a bit of an issue. Bigger penetration guns would have banned that. Now, Thibi has more pressing matters because there is actually a breaker on the side, as Thibi will very quickly find out. A good shot into the lower plate. There's the breaker. Thibi's driver is actually has been injured for quite a while. Thibi finally reviving him, getting his ammo damage. Mr. Mouse had to turn his turrets towards the Kirchkäfer, and that lets Thibi have a clean shot into the side of the Mouse turret. Thibi being a very good teammate by pinging the position of the breaker, and Mr. EBR is already racing full speed over to him. And because the EBR is taking a wide approach, Thibi actually knows that he's going to have the sight of the breaker, and this is going to be the last shot of the game. 6,900 damage, and a beautiful game by Thibi, and I thank him very much to showcasing this Chinese heavy tank that I don't even have myself. So that was an ace, 6,900 damage. Sadly, this was not a high caliber which Thibi was hunting for, because the breaker on the enemy team absolutely broke Thibi's teammates, right? Anyway, let us know down in the comments what you think about the BZ-75, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.